Is this goodbye? Marcus Rashford in tears after Man United's incredible FA Cup win against Man City amid rumours England international is set for summer transfer. Marcus Rashford was left in tears after Manchester United beat Manchester City to win the FA Cup, amid reports he could leave the club this summer. Rashford linked with United exit. Cried after FA Cup victory. May have been a farewell. What happened? Rashford appeared overwhelmed by the moment as United won the FA Cup at City's expense. The England international played a key role in the second goal, sending Alejandro Garnacho away down the right before he crossed for Bruno Fernandes, who passed to Kobbie Mainoo to score. He wrote on Instagram after the game, "People want to know what Man United means to me," with a picture of himself crying. The bigger picture. The winger was left out of Gareth Southgate's provisional England squad for Euro 2024 after scoring just 8 goals in all competitions. He has been linked with a summer exit, with Paris Saint-Germain seemingly taking an interest as a potential replacement for Kylian Mbappé, as well as Arsenal. Did you know? The forward has been with United since he was a child and made his debut in 2016, going on to make 401 appearances for the club. He has now won the FA Cup twice, as well as the League Cup twice, and also lifted the Europa League trophy in 2017. What next? It remains to be seen if Rashford is willing to remain at United or if he will be making a move. Either way, he will be leaving with another winner's medal. Why Casemiro has been left out of Erik ten Hag's Man United squad for Man City FA Cup final showdown amid team sheet confusion, explained. Casemiro will play no part in the FA Cup final after being left out of Manchester United squad to face Manchester City at the last minute. Casemiro out of United squad at Wembley. Initially named on the bench. Replaced by Kambwala after injury issue. What Ten Hag said. Cas is not 100%. Also, we want in that space around Phil Foden, we need a strong defense, Ten Hag told the BBC. Did you know? Casemiro had started United's last 10 matches in all competitions since returning from injury, completing 90 minutes in the previous 9. He has been forced to deputise at centre-back in the last few weeks due to the team's deep injury crisis, but United were able to field their first-choice centre-backs in the final, as Lisandro Martinez and Rafael Varane were declared fit. What next for Man United? Casemiro has had a terrible season compared to his impressive first campaign with United, and earlier this month he was urged to quit top-level football by Jamie Carragher. The cup final will be Varane's last game for the club as his contract is due to expire next month. It is also likely to be Erik ten Hag's final match in charge, as he is set to be sacked soon afterwards. Manchester United set for fire sale, with Rafael Varane and Casemiro expected to lead clear out. A new dawn is approaching at Old Trafford, but the sun is beginning to set on two of the club's most decorated stars. Serial Champions League winners Rafael Varane and Casemiro head the list of stars set for the exit door this summer. Varane has looked a fraction of the player that inspired Real Madrid to 3 successive Champions League titles, while Casemiro has struggled, at times, in getting to grips with the rigours of the Premier League. Another frustrating campaign is coming to a close, with United still displaying no signs of mounting any serious title challenge. Champions League qualification appears to be out of reach, even with the possible added incentive of an extra place in next season's revamped competition. Europa League football is not a foregone conclusion for 6th-placed United, who could see themselves drop into the Europa Conference League, or worse still, no European football at all. Fans have been split on the club's failing stars, some of which are likely to bring down the curtain on their United careers in a matter of weeks. Sir Jim Ratcliffe's minority stake in the club is all United fans have by way of optimism in the midst of the most enthralling title race in years, involving 3 of the club's biggest domestic rivals. With optimism moving at a snail's pace, a new breed of young talent displaying signs of a promising future keeps spirits alive at Old Trafford. Kobbie Mainoo, Alejandro Garnacho, Rasmus Højlund and Willy Kambwala lead the new wave of talent, but any progressive moves for the starlets will likely to see the end of the road for others. We look at the players in the frame to be shipped out this summer as Ratcliffe plots a well overdue Old Trafford shake-up. Rafael Varane. Not for the first time, the French World Cup winner has been linked with an Old Trafford exit. The 30-year-old joined Manchester United in 2021, helping the club end their trophy drought in last season's Carabao Cup victory over Newcastle, but injuries have hampered his time in the Northwest. As one of the club's top earners and with just 15 months remaining on his existing deal, United could pull the plug on the Frenchman this summer to avoid him leaving for free next summer. United declined the opportunity to trigger an extension in his contract despite boss Erik ten Hag's reliance on him. Casemiro the Brazilian was a shock arrival at Old Trafford in 2022 as Manchester United sought to add much-needed steel to their midfield. After an impressive first season at the club, Casemiro's influence on the team has evidently evaporated. Injury, loss of form and a succession of disciplinary issues has hampered his second campaign at the club. Another of the club's big earners, and with a contract running until 2026 with the option of a further year, Casemiro is in the firing line ahead of a summer exit. Links with a move to Saudi Arabia continue to surface for the 32-year-old, and the emergence of Mainoo may just force United's hand should any appealing offers come their way. Anthony Martial, the French forward, is nailed on to bid farewell to the place he has called home since 2015. After an explosive start to his Manchester United career, Martial has flattered to deceive despite his time at the club fizzling out many moons ago. With his contract expiring this summer, Martial will leave with an underwhelming goal return partly influenced by a host of injuries over his 9-year spell. Christian Eriksen, the Denmark midfielder, has seen his game time dramatically reduced of late despite playing a key role for the Red Devils last season. Another who has seemingly been overtaken by the emergence of Mainoo, Eriksen could seek pastures new this summer with just 15 months remaining on his existing deal. A free signing after leaving Brentford in 2022, United could look to cash in on the 32-year-old at the end of the current campaign. Marcus Rashford, the conundrum that seemingly has no answer. Rashford has been unable to replicate last season's incredible 30-goal haul, instead reverting to a repeat of his underwhelming 2021-22 campaign. Just 8 goals in 38 games across all competitions this season has seen Rashford bear the brunt of criticism. Whilst putting his Euro 2024 hopes under pressure, United may look to cash in on their inconsistent academy graduate amid reported interest from Paris Saint-Germain, who are on the hunt for Kylian Mbappe's successor. But with a contract running until 2028 and the forward in a slump of poor form, United may need to rethink their valuation if they have any plans of offloading the 26-year-old. Marcus Rashford sends message to Manchester United fans after FA Cup final, Alejandro Garnacho responds. Marcus Rashford has now sent Manchester United fans a message after winning the FA Cup on Saturday against Manchester City. It's a remarkable way for Manchester United to end the season, beating Manchester City at Wembley for the FA Cup. It's a result which means as much to the fan base as it does the players and manager, with the celebrations being the perfect way to forget a disappointing season. But there was one man who wasn't exactly in celebration, but rather was extremely emotional, following what has been a difficult season for him personally. Now, Marcus Rashford has sent fans a message. What message has Marcus Rashford sent? Much to the surprise of many, Erik ten Hag brought Rashford into the starting lineup for the final, but he didn't let his manager down. Rashford played his part in the triumph, but during the celebrations, he was spotted in tears and has now sent a message to fans on his Instagram. Along with a picture of himself in tears after the win, he wrote a caption with a clear message to supporters: "People want to know what Man United mean to me." This was followed by a heart emoji. It's been a season which has seen fans grow restless with Rashford, but some of the criticism has crossed into abuse, and this is a clear message to those people. Underneath the post, his teammate Alejandro Garnacho commented with 2 heart eye emojis, a clear message of support to his senior wing partner. David de Gea also commented with a heart and a trophy, another message of support to Rashford. Marcus Rashford deserves a break, but must stay at Manchester United. This summer Rashford won't